Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is TribeXTalks, and today we are going to be. Today is part two of what we discussed the previous episode because we couldn't really unpack everything, even though there was still more to unpack. We were talking about pregnancy, labor, child rearing, childbirth, and everything. So this episode, we are mostly going to discuss what happens towards the end of labor, like when you get to meet your baby, what happens when you go back home, things like that. That's the fourth trimester, right?
Yeah.
When you've given birth to your baby. How did you feel when you met your baby for the first time, like when you saw your baby?
I don't know how to describe it, but probably because of what I had gone through.
The pain.
It wasn't just labor pain. At a point, I felt like I wanted to push, and then the doctor asked me not to push, that if I push, I was going to break my cervix. But then I felt like the baby was trying to force its way out, and there was nothing I could because I was very weak, I was extremely weak, and I was in so much pain. But then, right there in the middle of all that, I felt a very different kind of pain. And then I realized that my doctor was actually cutting my perineum.
She did not tell you, Ni?
She didn't tell me. She was cutting it, and it was the most painful thing I have ever gone through.
The perineum is the space between the anus and the
anus.
Okay.
She was cut. In fact, she cut it at first and asked me to push. Then she was like, stop, don't push. Let me cut it again. So she cut it again the second time.
And you were not under any pain medication?
Although I don't know, she said she gave me a medication, but I did not feel any medication.
Sometimes I actually feel like they like to use it.
I was screaming. I was just...
Because that's your skin that they are cutting.
It's like cutting, and it's not even this type of skin. It's a very delicate part of the body.
I know.
So it was... Eventually, when the baby came out, she put the baby on my chest, but I don't know how I was feeling. I did not touch him. I did not look at him. He was sliding off, so the nurses had to carry him. For the first 12 hours after I had my baby, I didn't know what my baby looked like because I was not interested. I was so much in pain. I was in extreme pain. My baby was not... It wasn't... My baby wasn't the what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
My baby wasn't the priority at the moment.
It was yourself.
It was myself. I felt like something was wrong with me, like I was dying. I felt... At a point when I returned to my room, the admission room, they put the baby in a cot beside me, and I still wasn't looking at the baby. So I was just empty at that period. I wasn't thinking, I wasn't feeling...
I actually have a friend that wasn't interested in her baby too after. I feel like that's normal, isn't it?
The next few days, I was depressed because a day after I had my baby, my episiotomy broke.
Sorry.
No, seriously.
No, like sorry.
I was feeling so much pain the next morning, and my husband had to tell the doctor that there is something wrong. She examined me and she discovered that my episiotomy had broken.
Did you care for it? Or what made it break? Like, did you do any care after they've sewn?
No.
You did not do anything to
nothing.
it? It just broke on its own?
It just broke. So I had to be restitched the second day, and without any medication. It was even more painful than the first time. My legs were tied to my legs were tied to the bed. What's it called? There's this stand they put beside the bed. My legs were tied, and the nurses held my hands like they had to hold me down because...
Why don't they have used like maybe a numbing cream or give you a shot there so that you would not feel any pain. Like, why do we just glorify pain so much? That is how, like, I had a doctor that was telling me, like, during my antenatal, like, she was telling me how I shouldn't take epidural, like there's no need for epidural, even though it would help with pain management.
Funny enough, I didn't even see the need for an episiotomy, because when my baby came out, it was just 2.8 kg. It was very small.
What was my own baby? So I think my own was 3.6. It was a big baby.
So no, seriously, it was very small, and I was like, why did you have to cut me? I was very depressed. I didn't even, I can't call it anger. I was just very, very sad, and I was only concerned about what I was going through at the moment. Even at that time, I think the first day I could not even breastfeed, probably because
me too.
There was no flow of breast milk for the first 3 days. That first 3 days, my baby was on glucose, just glucose.
They gave my own baby nan.
Yes, I was. They were actually going to give him nan, but I didn't want them to give him nan. I was like, they should just give him glucose. But eventually, when the pain was too much, we had to get nan because I needed a lot of rest. And then my mom figured out that I can't possibly be breastfeeding the baby each time the baby wants breast milk, because it was going to obstruct my own napping time and all. So she had to prepare nan for the baby at a point.
I know they not. I was not able to sleep very well or rest, because plenty visitors coming to, which was part of the things I said I was angry about. A lot of people were visiting and did not allow me to rest, even though, like me, I just finished having surgery. My own labor, when I met my baby, because my labor has been because my labor has gone for a long period, so they basically knocked me out. Like, they gave me one oxygen mask to put on, and I was knocked off. You know how sometimes when you have a C-section, you are usually awake and aware of what's going on. But me, I was very tired, and they just knocked me out. And what I woke up to was my baby crying. Me, I was very happy, like, oh my God, my baby. And they after the cleaning up, they brought him to my side because I was lying down. So I touched his head, and I forgot all the prayer that we were supposed to pray. So I just said one very short prayer, like just breathe him, and I saw his face, and it was all red and squishy, and yeah. I was happy, honestly, and they took him away, and they were checking everything. And I think I saw my husband later. They let him come inside, and I don't know whether that boy is going to be. I said, that man, my husband is going to be scarred for life, because he saw how all my intestines were outside, because they brought out everything, to wash everything, because they put it back inside.
Was he there during the CS?
Yes, he was. Or maybe it was at the doctor. See, I was knocked out. I was very high on pain medications, and after they finished everything, they wheeled me back to my room for me to rest. And I think I was able to meet my father-in-law or something. They came to come and greet me and then go. Then they told me to lie down for 24 hours straight with no water. I was now begging my husband, like, see, I need water. I'll be like, I'm just going to squish it around in my mouth, because my mouth was dry. I'm just going to squish it around in my mouth and spit it out, just because everything was dry and I couldn't take anything because post-surgery thing, and because I couldn't even see my baby immediately because they took him to the nursery and everybody was going to go and greet him in the nursery. I said, okay, please take a picture. I wanted to see him before, the drugs knocked me out again. And I think after 24 hours, even while I was still lying down, I was still trying to breastfeed him, because I didn't want him to take anything. Like, no water, no glucose, no nan. I wanted it to just be my colostrum, my breast milk, natural,
exactly.
something. And yes, he was able to take it. He was sucking for, like, that boy was sucking everything immediately it came out.
When did you start lactating? Was it?
I think like maybe 5 days. That was when proper milk started coming out. The colostrum was already coming out on day 2, day 3. Because when they were squeezing it was very painful again. I was a male doctor that did it with gloves on and everything. Part of all the things that was making me angry.
Yes,
and the fact that they gave him nan, and I did not want him to take nan, even though I knew it was necessary. And I did not like that, because I was angry about that. I'm just telling you the things I was just angry about. I was angry about that one as well. So when Wait, where was I? Okay, while I was even lying down, that 24 hours compulsory lie down, I think maybe for everything to get into place, I was still bending a little bit, trying to like get him to suck, and he was just sucking. Oh god, that boy can suck on breast for 1 hour and nothing was coming out. Oh, but I feel like it helped. And when you started breastfeeding as well, like the nipple was to my own, it was very painful, like breastfeeding, like it was peeling and things
Was
like that.
it
You have to be
immediately?
clean. Yes, because I feel like all the suckering, you were breaking the
Mine
skin.
got painful like a week after I started. I started
Oh,
breastfeeding.
we are supposed to clean your nipple area and the hair
Yes.
before. Okay, because some people, nobody told me. I don't know. It was a
No,
random
while
way.
we are
I
pregnant. Yes.
third trimester especially.
Mm.
Nobody really told me until I don't know how I even figured it out or found out. I shall realize
Because
I have to clean it with olive oil.
What they call it, the pores,
They are blocked.
they are blocked. So you
They've
have
never breastfed before.
yeah. So for the breast milk to come out, but even at that, my breast milk did not come out until about 3 days after, and he wasn't even sucking because whenever I put him to the breast, he'll just fall asleep, and then we have to tap him on his feet.
My son will be sucking while he's sleeping. He was sucking everything.
At a point, breastfeeding
breast milk.
became extremely painful. Extremely painful. I was crying while breastfeeding my baby. Each time, like I wasn't even looking forward to it because each time he puts his mouth to the breast, it's another different kind. It's another pain entirely. It was, I don't know, I don't think there was any kind of wound on the nipple. But
No, your skin is actually peeling there. Oh. Your skin is peeling.
I wasn't actually seeing it.
You might not see it because it wasn't like a bleeding kind of peel or something, but the skin is peeling. It's because it's like friction on the breast all the time. That's why, yeah, like after breastfeeding, maybe an edible thing that the baby can take, maybe like shea butter or something that will not harm them. You should use it to rub the nipple so that it will moisturize.
It was still very painful.
And after a while, it stopped being painful because I think your breast gets used to it, and
then at the time, someone said I should
until they start having teeth.
This nipple shield. And when I put
mine was just shea butter.
When I put it, my baby was not even sucking it because he didn't want the nipple shield. He just wanted
I feel like maybe the moisturizing or the nipple shield or shea butter is just to like keep it moisturized so that like have a wound, and maybe before you feed him you take like maybe a dry clean cotton swab, clean the area so that it can just latch on directly. When I said latch on, it reminds me of something. When I first gave birth to my baby and I was holding him and I was complaining and looking at my husband, he's not latching. Till today, my husband is always saying he's not latching. That time was crazy. That but it was nice. I did not think I had like postnatal depression, really. I think I was just angry about things that were happening. I feel like my body was fine. I healed nicely. I did not exert myself at all. I didn't find standing up from the bed or everything. It was a little bit difficult.
I think my own depression also stemmed from the fact that a day after I was discharged from the hospital, I felt another very sharp pain, and it was from my my hip down to my legs. It was very painful. So I asked my husband to check the episiotomy, and he was too scared to check because he didn't. I think he already had this mental.
Was it there during your labor?
Yes.
Oh, he saw everything.
No, he saw just the episiotomy part.
Oh no, that one is horrible.
That one was very horrible. So he already had the mental torture from having to witness that part. In fact, during the episiotomy, it got to a point my husband ran.
Even me, I was glad I did not even see everything that was going on. No, I do not want to see it. It's ugly. Childbirth is disgusting. It's just blood and water and
So my
sorry. I feel like I should tell you sorry a lot. Or we should tell each other sorry a lot.
It's almost.
Do you still remember the pain?
I do.
I don't.
I do. So being the strong woman she is, she was like, "Come, let me check for you." So I opened my legs, and my mom was like, "This thing has broken again." and it just plunged me into another level of depression because I knew what I went through the first time it was being stitched. The second time it was being stitched. The second day when I told you it broke, that the doctor stitched it, that was the third time. Because the day I gave birth, it was stitched twice. It broke that day and it was stitched.
What kind of? I'll be so pissed at the doctor. What kind
So
of?
after
Why are they playing with your vagina anyhow like that?
I told my mom, let's try another hospital. I'm not
going
to
back.
that hospital.
Yeah.
So we went to another hospital, and then I had 3. Okay, in the hospital I gave birth in.
I feel, you told me this story before.
It was just women. So I was not really feeling what was the word you used, violated or something.
Yeah, I did not like the male doctor part.
I was in the midst of women. But this new hospital we went to
men.
A conference of 3 male doctors were on me, and they were using their fingers to dissect the thing and arguing amongst themselves. Is it a natural tear or an episiotomy? And then the 2 other doctors were like, no, this looks like a tear. I had to tell the doctors that no, it wasn't a natural tear, it was an episiotomy. And then they were like, they don't even like the kind of thread that was used to stitch.
Oh, it wasn't an invisible thread?
It was a kind of rubber thread.
Does it dissolve? Because
yes,
I feel like it dissolves and go. Because
while you are doing your sit bath, it will dissolve into the water. So they were like, they don't like the thread that was used for and they came to the conclusion that they couldn't restitch the pin, the perineum, after the third breakage. They couldn't restitch it. They will have to cut it again and restitch again. Immediately they said that, I was like, can you just leave me alone? Can you just not?
Your vagina is tired.
Is it vagina or perineum? It's the perineum.
Anything down there is vagina to me.
Can I just heal naturally? Will it heal if you don't stitch? And they were like, it will heal, but it will
take a long
time, and you are going to be in pain for a very long time. And I was like, I prefer to be in moderate pain for a very long time
for you to feel that
go
intense.
Through that very intense. It's likely to run me mad if I actually go through.
What if they had, well, it has passed anyway, but what if they had given you like a localized anesthesia, like a really strong painkiller for that area?
I didn't consider that option. I didn't.
No, because if they numb that place out, maybe you not feel anything.
Because the first 2 or 3 times I was stitched,
they said
they gave me, and I wasn't feeling like they gave me anything.
Or maybe it was a placebo.
I don't know. I don't know. But then they left me alone, and for the first 8 months after I gave birth, the pain was still. And then the first poop. No, it was not even the first poop. All the poops throughout that period they were extremely painful. They were like I was going through. It was even more painful than labor for me because
anytime you have to shave.
I have to, because I couldn't. Do you know I couldn't even sit down on the WC. I'll have to walk around. I'll have to labor. I'll take a lot of water.
You're having poop babies.
Vegetables like.
Oh then my God!
I'll squat. I'll be on all fours.
I can't relate.
There was a particular day I wanted to poop, and I had to grab my husband very tight, and I was crying. It was very, very painful. I couldn't sit to poop. I had to stand.
Do you think like maybe this your experience has even scarred your husband? Like, no, I don't even have babies again.
No,
we are not.
No, because sometimes when I bring up the topic of what if
second
you have
baby,
probably if you have a daughter this time and
Akila,
you'll be like, wait, have you forgotten
what everybody went through?
Have you forgotten what you went through? Please, let's just take our time. Like,
why do we even have babies? I know that's a very weird question, but why do we have babies? It's not like I don't like them or see. That's actually the irony. I love kids. I love children, but why do we have them?
Yeah, think it's just this feeling like the family unit is not a complete.
Oh, so it's like maybe an instinctive.
Yeah, like we have this natural instinct, but the thing is, I have come to discover that not every woman wants to have kids,
and that's actually completely normal. Although,
but in our society,
okay,
they feel it's abnormal for a woman to not want to have
exactly.
kids.
Because I want to talk about the
always
society
against
aspect.
this. I'm always against this monolithic description of who a woman is supposed to be or who a person is supposed to be. Like there is this way a society describes a woman. Like a woman is supposed to be homely, she's supposed to have maternal instincts, she's supposed to love to do everything that they associate with womanhood. And it is very wrong because not all women have maternal instincts.
That's true.
Not all women are naturally homely. Some women are naturally made for the public sphere. Some women are made to benefit their communities. Some women don't even want to be at home that much. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get
So when you are making such women feel like they are less of they're
less of a woman for
not wanting to be homely or not wanting to or not having that maternal instinct that you feel every woman should have, and there's a problem because it's actually a way of stigmatizing such women. So it's very important for us to re-educate ourselves and re-educate ourselves and reorient ourselves that not every woman wants to have children.
And even when it comes to our experiences, like when we've gotten pregnant and we need to raise a baby, it's really important that we talk. We just speak up.
Yes.
Talk to somebody that has actually gone through that experience. It's not even it's not to advise or anything, but to
know if we are ready.
Yeah.
To go through that.
And even give you heads up, because sometimes it's just very mundane things, like things that you need to make sure you are prepared for, because nobody's like fully prepared for it, and everybody's experience is different. Which even takes me back to when after I gave birth, like 2 other women that I know that wanted to have elective C-section, even though I felt like it was weird, like natural. Personally, I wanted to have a vaginal birth, and I was very sad that I was not able to have a vaginal birth because I wanted to do it like that way, and I felt like surgery is just that was my first ever main surgery, to be honest, and I was just afraid of surgery because I don't know. And the fact that I was able to talk to them, what I went through, and what they should do, like take it easy, and things they should look out for, things they should not, things they should be very careful about, and it really helped them. Even though they wanted elective C-section, people shamed them for it, which is very weird. They are choosing to give birth this certain way, and you are saying no, it is one way that is correct. And some people endanger their lives, even when it is very obvious that you should consider like another option, like consider surgery, and they'll be like, no, they want to die there. And that is a very unfortunate expression, but yes, they die there because they are trying not to.
Some people are very conservative in the way they think. Some people feel
the world has evolved more than that. Medical interventions.
Some people refuse to evolve with the world because they believe CS is abnormal.
CS is natural.
I've gone through a vaginal birth, and to be honest,
if you'd known,
I don't think I want to go through.
No, the thing with C-section is that you cannot have too many. Which even me, if I'm going to have like another baby,
to have too many kids in the first place? No, like
true.
It's so much work. It's so much stress. It's so much. I don't know.
Do you feel like people have many kids? Like maybe there are like 2 main reasons why people have kids. Like just the binary reason: 1, to serve the kids, and 2, to have the kids serve you.
And that's
when you want to serve kids, you make sure they are not plenty. 1, 2, 3 SF is too much. You know that you can give them quality life, set them up forever. You don't really need them. But when you feel like children are supposed to serve you, You want to have plenty so that like there'll be plenty options.
And then that plenty,
just,
how much of your time, how much of your money, how much of your resources did you invest? Because then
because if you don't invest well, what's the quality of what you get back?
Okay, like for example in Islam, we know that children are a trust, they are an amana. You don't own your children.
Yeah.
Allah just gave them to you to raise them. You are just like a caretaker.
So it's when you've done well by them that they will do well by you too.
It's natural for them to love is reciprocal. When you show your children so
and respect
and you invest so much in them and they know that no, it was actually an act of love that my parents did this for me, it will come naturally.
Exactly. They will not even complain when they have to do it back.
But when you are raising kids, just so like the Yoruba saying that King Jenwomo, that Yoruba saying,
which is not a bad thing to be honest, but it depends on how you invest in them.
The meaning I don't know, but from what I have seen, the meaning they put into that Jenwomo stuff,
they view the children as property.
Yes, they are okay. Yes,
that's why they usually feel like maybe the girl child also is useless in quotes, in the sense that she's going to her husband's house. We are not going to be able to benefit anything from her because she's going to add to another family. Compared to when they want boys that would be like a man.
Parents even benefit more from a female child in their old age than a male child.
It's just sad, really, like all these societal expectations that continue to like harm us. And I feel like what we should do is like have a rethink. Like we should just common sense. Like, does this make sense? Is this just? Is this fair? That's when we should like do it. And if it's going to be harmful to us, we should just.
Some people actually bring a religious viewpoint.
You are increasing the woman.
Yeah.
What's the quality of woman that you are living?
Exactly, because now we see
quantity of woman, and if it's not good woman, it's not a very good woman.
The irony is those who have the financial resources to have many children are not having many children.
Because sense.
I don't know, but you see, most of the people that have so many children are extremely poor. They can't afford to have these children, yet they keep having these children. And it's so sad because what quality of children are we putting out?
That's true.
What's the quality of the woman that we are talking about? We want to.
I don't know. I know you're no longer on Twitter or like you're on a very long Twitter break, but there was a new topic about the Almajiri, and I think it was okay. So recently, Emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido, has called for the arrest of fathers who send their children out as Almanjiris. Speaking at a non-governmental organization of First Lady Aisha Buhari in collaboration with the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, which brings me to like the part where like why people are having children when they know they cannot take care of the children. The Almajiri system. Wait, how did you even get to Almajiri system? No, although it's part of like the reason where people want to be having plenty. Sorry, it's part of the reason where people want to be having plenty children, not thinking of the consequences of their actions, stuff like that. And they've already like really destroyed this institution because,
of course,
when they started this, it was
a particular man having up to 20-30 children. Why? No, but because even if you have the money, no, seriously, even if you have the money to take care of 20 children, how much can you invest in one child? If, for example, you have, let's say you have 10 million naira for education, and you have 20 children, what's the quality of education you can give 20 children?
500,000 naira quality. Is that not 5 million? 10 million divided by 20 is 500k, ba? So you can give them quality education of 500k. As compared to if you had like maybe 2 children, like, you can give them the quality of 5 million education. Do
you understand?
Yeah, so
it's actually as an Ummah, I feel we should be more interested in the quality of children we put out than in the quantity, because one useful child is better than 20 useless children.
This is just, anyway, time again has gone. It's almost 30 minutes, so I guess we would wrap this up again. I love this, like this one-on-one. I feel like we'll do more of this and discuss more topics. And I feel like there should still be part 3 of this, because
we are not exhausted.
Yeah. We'll continue.
Like that part where you talked about breastfeeding from one breast.
Time has gone. We cannot even discuss that one, but we'll do it again. We'll do birth control with
child spacing.
Birth control, child spacing, and that breastfeeding one. Because after breastfeeding, you want to think about how you want to space your children for the next one, if you want to have another baby. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for watching and listening. We'll see you again in the next episode. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.